What's happening, crypto fam? Welcome back to Love for Crypto. I'm Scott. It's a pleasure to have you here. I appreciate you taking the time out to consume the content. So thank you. If you haven't already, give us a like and subscribe. And let's get into it. All the value in the world. Cryptocurrency and the digital asset class is the most underrated and undervalued investment opportunity in the history of the human race. It just is. And if you don't believe me, just think about Bitcoin. If you'd have put $1,000 in Bitcoin in 2010, you'd have over 200 million in value now. Now that big decade earner might have gone for Bitcoin, but it hasn't gone for some of the lesser tokens. We can still receive a massive percentage gain over 12, 18 months, even 3 years with some of the up and coming assets. People have been shunning the fact that I said it'll probably reach 10 trillion by 2030, if not a lot more. And this is where it's the most underrated investment opportunity in the history of the world. It is so underrated. People don't realize how big this is going to be. People don't realize how much value is already in the world and how much new value this is actually creating while tokenizing the existing value. So I want you now during this video to imagine that no existing digital asset gains any value at all in the next 20 years. And it will still be over 500 trillion in 20 odd years to 25 years. No ifs or buts. No ifs or buts, mate. Once you tokenize the current assets, the current centralized assets get tokenized and decentralized, they are part of the CoinMarketCap cryptocurrency digital asset class. It's not going to compete with every other class. It's going to swallow it. It's going to swallow every single other class. Not that the markets won't exist, but they'll be tokenized. There is a lot more value in the world than people think. So let's take a little trip back to 2017. And we'll compare 2017 to 2020. I can't find the 2024 one, but you'll get the gist. Some of the subscribers and followers will have seen this before when we posted it back in the day. We didn't share the 2021, and like I said, we can't find the 2024 one yet. But basically, silver at the top, 17 billion at the time. Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin being the yellow block there, was 100 billion at the time of writing. Elon Musk only had 21 billion in value. Bill Gates was still the richest person in the world at this time. Even Apple, the world's largest public company by market capitalization, was worth 807 billion. It's now 2.59 trillion. See where I'm going with this? You see where I'm going? Right, so tokenize Apple stocks tomorrow. That value goes on CoinMarketCap. Just does. It joins, i.e. the digital asset class, swallows that value up once that is tokenized. And it's one company, mate. One company. 2 point. Bruh, it's unbelievable. Currency, 7.6 trillion, hard cash and banknotes. The world's gold was 7.7 trillion. The stock market was 73 trillion. Narrow money was $36.8 trillion. Broad money was $90.4 trillion. The global debt was 215 trillion, which is 325% of the global GDP. Madness. Global real estate was 217 trillion. I want you to have a guess at what it is now. What do you reckon it is now? Global real estate, the world's property, 379 trillion. 379 trillion. Up from 217 trillion in 7 years. Madness. The derivative market. The low-end estimate of the size and scale of the global derivatives markets is $544 trillion. Tokenize that tomorrow. Where's your market cap then, bro? It's half a quadrillion is what you're looking at there, mate. Half a quadrillion. These people saying it can't reach 10 trillion. There's not that much money in the world. You've got no idea how much value is in the world, and your ignorance isn't your fault. No one taught you. It's not your fault. But stop fucking fighting it. Stop being so fucking stubborn. Because numbers don't lie, bro. £1,000 in 2010 is over 200 million. Do the maths. 30 cents Bitcoin 2010. $70,000 Bitcoin this year. Do the maths. Put $1,000 in, 30 cents each. And then times 3,333 by $70,000. Over 200 million. Tokenize that tomorrow, we're at 544 trillion plus the 2 trillion that's already in it. So it'd actually be 546 trillion. Add property, we're at 700 and nearly 800 trillion. 0.8 of a quadrillion. Yeah. Now's the big kicker, because this is absolutely ridiculous. Here's where we reach the low-end estimate of 544 trillion. Now, you're actually realizing that's a low-end estimate. It is like, what the fuck? And read below. The high-end estimate in this bitch is 1.2 quadrillion. Quadrillion. That's 1, 2, and flaming 11 zeros, mate. Tokenize that tomorrow, and you've got a 1.2 quadrillion digital asset class. This was 2017 values, by the way. Go away. Don't want your workshop. So, back to the top. In 3 years, we're looking at 2017. Let's just make sure. 2017, everyone's aware. 2017. Sue Chang. Well done, Sue. You're an absolute G. 17 billion in silver. 7 years later, 43 billion. Interesting. Well done, Jeff, for following up, Sue. I appreciate you, mate. I appreciate you. Bitcoin at this time was 244 billion. Well, we know now. Video the other day, it's 1.3 trillion, innit? From 100 billion to 244 billion in 3 years, and then from 244 billion to 1.3 trillion in another 4 years. Do we need to carry on? Is the video done? Like, honestly, military spending this time, budget, coins and banknotes at 6.6 trillion. Fed's balance sheet, 7 trillion. Billionaires, now we've got Bezos, Gates. I mean, Musk still ain't there. This gets flipped on its head once. Yeah. Gold, Fortune 500. The stock markets, 89.5. Tokenized stocks tomorrow, 89.5 trillion. Damn, son. Tokenize the money supply, add 35 trillion. Tokenize broad money, add another 95 trillion. The broad money's all of it, sorry. Broad money's M1 and M2. It's the whole thing. The global debt, 553 trillion. Global debt. Global debt, 215. I didn't go up that much, That's actually not too bad. Everything else flew up. Global real estate, 280 trillion. They're just showing it's up to 360 trillion at the moment. Residential, global wealth, 360 trillion. According to Credit Suisse, all global wealth tallies of 360.6 trillion. European wealth leaders, blah, blah, according to gross market value, national value, 558 trillion. Derivatives, what's derivatives? Example, is he gone low end? Still 1 quadrillion, high end estimate. I don't want to wear it. Can't hit 10 trillion, because I promise you right now, within the next couple of decades, it is going to a quadrillion in market cap if that high-end estimate is correct. If it's not, it goes to half a quadrillion in market cap. But make no mistake, from that moment on, the only way is up, baby. And the more our economies branch out and we go out into the stars in the next 50 years and we start mining asteroids, and it's just going to grow and grow and grow. Tokenization is coming. Do not miss out, guys. Do not miss out. It's the most underrated investment opportunity in the history of the human race. Stop being so stubborn and then have a look at it. Please, for your own sake, for your family's sake, for that generational wealth you wish you had, get the fuck out there and grab it. Strive for happiness, health, wealth, happiness. Live long and hodl, baby. You know the dance. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.